and welcome to a new live stream here from the Card Shark studio in Essen, this time immediately in English. How cool is that?
Hello,
right?
yes, great to be here.
Yes,
Hey.
Today we have a very special guest. It is Paul Brooks from England. He's here on kind of vacations, or are you working?
A bit of both.
Yes, cool.
You never vacation in this business. You can't just...
You give it, let's say... Let the government pay for your trip.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're working certainly, right? That's how it should be, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's how I met my girlfriend as well when I was working in Colombia.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There was a convention and
that's what happened.
Yes, that's when it happened. So that's really, really cool. Yeah, Paul Brooks is here, mentalist from England, but you're not like the mentalist being out there in the public, but more as a consultant for famous magicians, mentalists.
So most of the time I'm doing trade shows or corporate events. That's my sort of niche for mentalism. But I make mentalism, construct mentalism for sale, as you guys will see shortly, but also for other mentalists or other magicians or comedians, whoever wants to use mentalism within their show.
Nice. And when we will talk with him about all his stuff, we will show some of his tricks, but first the intro. And here we are back. So that was the intro, very important as well. Thank you for joining us. And certainly, please, you know how it works. Scroll down, push the button to follow the like. Very helping with the algorithm. And you don't want to miss the next hour together with Paul here.
Yes. And the last hour in the German section just flew by. In
case you are having fun watching this one here, you might also want to see the German stream. As you know, we have two Card Shark channels. One is Card Shark International and the other one is Card Shark Germany. You are right now on the Card Shark International stream. And when you search in YouTube the Card Shark Germany, you will see the German live stream that we do always 1 hour earlier or 1.5 hours earlier. This time we did 98% everything in English, right?
Yes.
So in case you want to see more of Paul, then you can also go over to our German stream and watch our YouTube stream that we did 90 minutes ago.
I'm doing different things as well. I'm teaching different things, so you get more material by doing that. It only makes sense.
Unbelievable, yes. So if you like, do it. And but first of all, stay here and have fun. Any more questions, please use the chat below.
Hello Frank again, and hello Mentalist on a Shoestring.
Well, it's very cool.
I love doing mentalism on a shoestring, it's great.
Have you done it?
I business cards, just shoestring. Are you familiar with the phrase?
No.
On a shoestring. Oh, so on a shoestring means cheap, not costing too much. It's an English idiom.
Instead of a chain, you would have a shoestring, or why is it called a shoestring?
I don't know. I don't know that.
You know that I love.
You love the words,
the expressions. Yeah, yes. I really want to know why something is called why. Like with the trick where you did this, the Chinese whisper that we call silent post or rotten telephone,
rotten telephone, or really, Chinese really nice. Whispers in English. Yeah. So if you know the etymology of what a shoestring is, please do type it.
Someone should know it, because Mentalist on a Shoestring chose his name, and so he should know. That's the name of my review channel. But why is it on a shoestring? What is the meaning of the shoestring? If you write it here down in the chat, we are certainly able to tell it here to everybody later in the video.
Yes.
Yes. So Paul is here. I have to admit that before meeting you today, or at one time at the party at Philo's, we never really bumped into each other, right? No. Even if you go to Blackpool, you have been to Southport, and you're even there every year.
Every year, all the time.
3,000 magicians in the same place. So how big is the chance to run right into someone if you don't know him yet? So in this time it will be that we will see.
And I look like someone that you would want to avoid anyway. So.
Okay, to be cheap and cheerful like me. Okay, now I got it. So I hope you're not only reviewing cheap magic, because that would be not our stuff. It's worth the money.
Yeah, it's valuable. Just because something is low cost doesn't mean that it's not worth something.
Correct.
You can clean someone's windows and make a living cleaning windows, and all it requires is water and a cloth. But that doesn't mean you're not brightening the view and the enjoyment of the person's house that's looking out of the window you're cleaning.
Very nice.
Philosophy.
Very nice picture. Yes. Yes. So, you were not always a mentalist.
No.
You started even in this century. No, in this millennium.
Millennium, yes. I've been a mentalist for just a millennium.
Okay.
Just this millennium only.
So you waited for the big bang to go over to 2000.
To tick over.
If the world will end, and if not, then you will turn into a mentalist.
If Y2K is real and the world ends and all the computers crash, I'd just be fighting people with sticks. That's no problem. I don't need to worry about that. But if the world continues and it's normal, then I need to do something.
Yes. And it all started with hypnosis, actually.
Yes, so I used to, anyone that doesn't know, I used to be a therapist. That's what I am in academic training. And I had my own therapy practice. And I only had it for 2 years, but in that 2 years, someone came to me. He was a cool guy, and he'd messaged me before, and he said, "I'd like to learn hypnosis," because I offered some hypnosis as part of my program.
Never as a show hypnosis, right? Do you know that as well?
Yes. Well, that's a different story. So I very first learned hypnosis at around the age of 13. My nan had died at a younger age than that, and left me a bit of money. Not much. Don't come from a wealthy family. But
fly earlier today. Okay.
Yeah, it's just flying around, having a great time. But it was enough money that I was allowed to spend it on something. Okay, Is it on you? Have you got it?
Yeah, no,
yeah, you got it. Woo! That's it. You caught a fly live on this channel. The animal welfare people, and now the dog is eating it. That's wonderful. So yes, the money that my nan, when she died, she left me not much money.
What means nan?
Her grandmother.
Ah, okay, granny.
My grandmother, granny. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So my granny had left me a very small amount of money, but enough that I had heard that my doctor, my physical doctor, for health, he offered hypnosis. Now, in my mind, as a young, 10, 11, I thought, hypnosis? I wonder if he would teach hypnosis, because it doesn't matter what it costs. I can spend all of this money learning it, and then I walk into a bank and I'll go,
give me all your money.
Just walk out with all the money, bags and bags of money. So I said to my mum, I said, "You've got to ask the doctor to teach me hypnosis." And of course, the doctor's hypnosis wasn't stage hypnosis; it was medical hypnosis. So he wasn't interested to teach a small child. No. He said no. And then I said to my mother, "You need to find someone that can teach me." So they rang around people, they asked, and they found someone that did hypnosis, stage hypnosis. This is when I was young.
Was it because you saw someone on stage, maybe as a child?
No, I don't even have a memory. All I have in my mind is this idea that if I learn how to hypnotize people, I can walk into banks and take money. So it's like that'll be my job.
And we talked about having money as a focus.
I walked in the last stream. So and it didn't work out that way. So I realized soon that I started learning hypnosis, and you can't do that. You can't walk into banks and hypnotize people and walk out with money. It doesn't work that way.
You do it indirectly. Now you're writing books and take the money from there.
Buy my stuff.
Buy my book, yes.
Buy my books. Buy them. And sleep. That's it. Your bank account is empty. Your PayPal has gone. I soon learned that I couldn't do that, and it just became this interesting thing that I could do. Sticking people's hands to tables, making people not be able to say things, sticking fingers together, hand clasps, all of this. And it kind of stayed there for a while, but I could do that in social situations, and I didn't think too much about it. I left it where it was. I did some interesting things, at secondary school, doing it on some teachers, doing weird stuff, and then, what are you doing? How are you doing this? And they got freaked out. So anyway, I left that, and then when I went back, when I went through my training to be a psychologist, then that's when that came back in, because a part of that was to learn hypnosis for clinical reasons, to help people through pain, suffering, counselling, getting rid of fears, phobias, all of these kind of things. So anyway, the long story is, this guy that came to see me to learn hypnosis, he said he was a magician. My idea of a magician was, red nose, doing really terrible tricks for small children.
Silks and feather flowers.
Yeah, here I have a balloon, I put this thing over it, and now I can put a needle through the balloon. All of these terrible things, all the things,
all the things, all the things that you find at some booths, dealer booths in Blackpool.
Yes.
Still. Yeah, very, very colourful.
So that was my thought, and I looked at this guy, and this guy looked great. He looked really cool, modern, like a great young guy, and I thought, why is he doing magic? My idea of magic and this didn't fit, so I said, show me some magic. And I was expecting it to be terrible. I watched the magic. He did an invisible deck routine, and he did a triumph routine with a slop shuffle, and completely blew me away. And I'm an intelligent person, I like to think, so I was there scratching my head going, yeah, but that maybe, oh no, no, I don't. And I said, okay, you have to tell me. You have to tell me.
The more intelligent, the harder.
The harder your brain turns. Yes. Oh, yes. And I said, you tell me how to do this. You teach me how to do this, and I will teach you hypnosis. You don't have to pay me anymore. We'll just do an exchange. So that's how it went.
Nice.
And then the next time he gave me the invisible deck. Then, right? Or technically that it's called the ultra mental deck. The invisible deck is the presentation, but technically it's the ultra mental deck. So he gave me the ultra mental deck, and I had it there, just sat there, and I started to use it in therapy. I'd say to people, hey, just to build a bit of trust, to show you that we're working well together, I've turned a card over in that deck of cards. I do a different one each day just to make it different for me. What one do you think it is? And I've been telling you, you don't know I've told you, but I have been telling you, what do you think it is? And they say, whatever, 8 of diamonds. 8 of diamonds. Pick up the deck, go through. Take it, there it is. 8 of diamonds. Wow. And then the next session they come back because they think, well, we have a good connection. So I do this a few times. It works really well. The people are really impressed. Normally after the first session, they would, because nothing much happens, you're finding out information about people. So at that point, at the end of that session, they've come into the session, they've paid you, and they're leaving the session, and all they've done is talk a bit about their problem, but not really anything. So it can be a bit of an anticlimax. But this was the climax that they needed. This was
you were not revealing it at the end of the first session, right? Because you would now say, because of the last session, I have an idea what you...
No, I did it at the first, because what I would say to them is that throughout this entire time...
Oh, you are talking to him and putting some information into this.
I've been seeding this information to see if your mind works well with me, to see if you work well, and let's see if you do work well with me, and they do. So I was excited about this. I thought, I'm using psychology with magic together. So when I next see this person that's teaching me magic, I was really excited, and I said, I've come up with a new way to do magic, using psychology, the mind and magic together as a presentation. And he just laughed. He said, well, it's called mentalism, and it's like 100 years old. I'm thinking that I've invented mentalism, and he was like, no, it's this old thing, don't worry about it. So the next time he saw me, he realized that's where I want to go with the magic. Not necessarily card tricks, but mentalism. So he bought me 13 Steps to Mentalism by Tony Corinda. He bought me the Anneman books and things like that, so I could read and learn about mentalism. And then over time, over the course of, say, 18 months, 14 months, something like this, I went from doing this occasionally at my practice to doing it at parties. People would say, oh, Paul, do that thing you do. So I would start to do mentalism and practice it with people. That led to gigs, like companies. They would then say, I've got this event at the company I work for. Would you do that? And I, yeah, no problem. So I go and do this. That actually led to one of the worst stage shows I ever did in my life. That's a whole story. We won't go into that, but that was terrible. It was really bad.
I already know that we would have to sit down for a beer because I have to tell you my story, how I started. And it and it's a little bit going into the same direction, like going first for the other business, etc., and then going from there and take it as a leap.
And then going as a leap of faith. Mm-hmm. It was very difficult. It's difficult.
But it made it from the viewpoint that we have now. It's so obvious.
Yes.
But that was really a big leap of faith, right?
Well, you have to think about it. I was doing, say, somewhere between 7 and 10 clients per day. And therapy is well paid. You get paid well to help people solve their problems. Solid income. Yeah, and that was happening 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. If I had a full schedule, I'd open up a Saturday. That's a lot. That's a good money. A good lot of money that is regular. The person will probably come for 6, 8, 10 sessions, maybe more. If they've got a long-term problem that they want to talk about, or they just want a regular unload with their general life problems, then that's a steady, regular income. You have to have a very stable mind because you are only dealing with problems. Yes.
Once the problems are gone, they are gone as well.
Oh yes.
So wow, if you think about it, I think magic and mentalism to perform is much more rewarding.
Easier.
Yes.
And then at one point, I started to earn as much doing mentalism as I was at the therapy practice, and I realised, okay, I'm earning the same amount now. Which one do I enjoy the most? This one is making me go home tired and sad, and when I come back from finish a gig, I'm like, you got the adrenaline going through you, the energy going through you, and you just feel great. So then, it was like, okay, I'm going to abandon this thing that I've been studying for, that I've been pouring my life into for years now, and I've worked hard to get the practice to be a popular practice. It doesn't just happen overnight. You have to do lots of marketing and hard work. Yeah. And I'm going to leave that to do this thing where there's not even a steady income. It's just occasionally this guy at a company needs a party. This guy every year loves a magician, but he only has one birthday every year. So
I have to say 2 years to make up your mind, or even 1.5 years, right?
Yeah, I think it's about 14 months.
That is, wow, respect.
But it took time to build up to that,
Yeah, but this time is not really long. For me, it took longer, and actually an ultimatum by my ex-girlfriend
forced you.
Yeah, I had a full-time job at a company. Mm-hmm. I was doing side hustles by doing web design and graphic design, etc. And I had her, and she said you can choose 2 of the 3. Oh wow! So I was 30 at that time. And I thought, okay, if I'm not trying it now, being self-employed, I will never do it. When will you ever try it? Yes. Exactly. So as there were no kids involved, and she had an income, and everything was kind of soluble. Mm-hmm. Once if it would not succeed, then okay, I have to do it now. But it was all great from the beginning, so yes. All good. And then came magic. But that's another story. We are here about you, and you brought some stuff with you. Yeah. This glass of water that I. Fresh from England. From Polish spring. Flying this across without spilling one drop. It had to go through the machine at the airport. No, at the end you were spitting in the rest. I held it in my mouth for one. I held it in my mouth. No, we won't go there. Yeah, I have some stuff to show you. Maybe it's from Kieran. Oh yeah, Kieran. Kieran! If you're watching, Kieran, we love you, man. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. Philo looks so much better. Philo has arrived. Yes. He's looking great. Yeah, usually we plan to have Philo here with us in the live stream. However, he's not completely here. You might hear him coughing or sneezing or whatsoever on the side. So we decided, being just him and me in front of the camera, but Philo's around and is doing a great job. What did you bring besides of the water? I want to try something with you, but I don't know if it translates well to Germany, because I don't know. If not, then we will say it in English language anyhow. Oh no, yeah, I know, but I don't know if you have this in Germany, so I don't know if I might have to explain something. Then I will explain you. Do you have the pen game, like like a pen?
The pen game, where you hold it in your hand. Do you have this here?
I heard about this, yes.
You heard about this. We won't use the Sharpie though, because that'll make your hand messy. I'll use this pick. So the idea of the pen game is that you might be, say, in a corporate job, and you've got 2 minutes and you want a little break, but you may want to have a little bet. So we both put, say, €10 down, and then behind your back, one of the people will take the pen behind their back. They will either do this, or they will do this, and then they hide this end. And the other person guesses. If the other person gets it right, they keep the money. If they get it wrong, the person holding the pen keeps the money.
So the pen cap is always on the outside, but you don't know if the writing point is underneath or in your hand.
Yes, correct. Do you know this game?
Yeah, sure. I heard about this.
Yes. You know. So let's play around. Let's imagine putting €10 down.
Oh,
so,
absolutely. Sure.
€10. Put it behind your back. He's actually put €10 down. You will lose this.
Okay.
Put it back. Put it behind your back.
Okay.
And I won't look, and I know there's a monitor over there, so I won't. And let me know when you're ready. Just bring out your hand.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Yes.
There we go. I think this is for the imaginary €10 now. If I get it right, I keep the imaginary 20. If I get it wrong, you get to keep it. Okay? I think in there is the pointy end.
In there or
in your hand. It's always in the hand. Yeah, pointy end. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to play for real money now?
No. Better not.
No, I think we should.
Too easy.
I think we should play for real money. I have my wallet here somewhere. But I only have £10. But we'll play for this. We'll keep it there for now.
So funny money.
The funny money. It's got plastic. It's got the Queen on as well. So
still right?
Yeah, I know.
That's another joke.
Yeah, we won't go there. No. Right. So I'm going to do it behind my back. I'll do the first round like this, and we'll do 5 rounds. And if I can't guess what happens over 5 rounds, if I can't guess it, then you get to keep the money. So we do 5 rounds. Okay.
Okay.
First round. Round 1. Is it in the hand? Is it nib or the pointy, or is it rounded?
It's pointy.
Now I'm just going to give you some advice.
Okay.
Now everyone says pointy on the first one. You are just like everyone else. Everyone says it.
That's why.
And you're staying with it.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. That's round 1 to you. Doesn't always work in my favour, but round 2.
I'm pretty sure you did it again.
Did what again? What do you think's in there?
Putting the pointy part in there.
I'm supposed to be doing the psychology, not you. Okay, so do you want to change your mind?
Yeah. I change. It's the round end. So yeah.
Damn it! It didn't work. Okay, that's 1 each. Is it?
1.
Oh no.
Two for me.
I nearly got this. Right.
Getting closer to the money here.
Okay, round 3.
Round again.
Round. I would change your mind if I were you. But would you trust me? No. Final. Round.
Yes.
I got one. Pointy. Okay. So it's 2 to me, 1 to you. Yes. No. It's 2 to you, 1 to me. Okay. Round 4.
Yes.
Oh no. Yeah.
Very cool. Pointy.
You fell for it again, so it's 2 each.
And 2. Ooh, the last
Decider.
I just already take it, that's fine.
This is difficult. Okay.
And the round 1.
The round?
No, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I'm not sure, but I'd say the round 1.
The round? Yeah. Honestly?
You're not very happy about it.
I'm not happy, but is that your final choice?
Yeah.
The round 1.
Okay. That means.
Okay, this went a little wrong. So I do apologise. I'll explain why it went wrong later. But you can keep the money. You can keep the money. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'll tell you exactly why that. But actually, just 1 second, Christian. I did say if I could not predict what would happen over 5 rounds, then you could keep the money.
Yes.
But if you just open that money, you'll see that there's something written inside. Round 1, it says...
Player wins.
You're the player. You won round 2.
Again,
player wins. And you did round 3.
3 and 4 would be Paul.
And I won those. And the final round
was mine.
Yes, and that's exactly what happened. I predicted it. So you keep nothing.
Well, I keep the good spirit.
You're back to where you were before,
yeah.
But with a feeling of joyous happiness inside.
And I still have my 10 euros.
Yeah, I still have my 10 pounds. So there we go. Happy days.
Having a drink now.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. Blackpool, here we come. So that's called the pen game.
Mm-hmm.
It involves a gimmick.
No.
No.
Don't explain it. No. Everybody knows this gimmick. As a magician, you should know this. However, it was never supposed to be like that.
Like this, no.
Or maybe I think like this presentation. He's not doing it like this, but he does something similar sometimes.
Yeah, we can say. Are we saying who?
Yeah, and then they know the rest. Yeah,
so, Gregory Wilson.
Yes.
Gregory Wilson is a good. He's a friend of mine, and he sent me this when he released it many years ago, and because it's a magic item, and I don't do magic, I only do mentalism.
Believe it or not, he did more, not like the prediction thing, but with the presentation, like you have to guess, etc.
Yes.
And not like the trick. No, it was coming closer to your presentation. He did it in Nordic Noble. Mm-hmm.
When was that?
Last November, I think.
Well, originally he didn't do it that way, so I'm wondering.
Exactly. Yes. So I'm pretty sure he got influenced.
He may have seen it. And that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Like that.
But yes, it's that kind of. I turned it from something that I wasn't using, that was sat in a drawer, to be something that was useful for me as a mentalist. The pen game does not exist. I made it as a way to tell people. Here's the funny thing. I then went somewhere and did a gig, and the person there was at the university, and they said, oh yeah, we use this at university. And it turns out I'd done a gig at that university.
Oh, since then they are doing it.
They used it. They actually do it as a game, and from there it has spread. And if you go on the internet and you type pen game, I've had people say, "Oh, you didn't invent the pen game. Look at this. That you can get the rules here, and there's a subreddit telling you how to do it here." And it's like, find if anyone can find what I think it was 2008 that I released this. If you can find any mention before 2008, I will be shocked. But I'm 99% convinced that I set in this game into the world.
So let's go to Wikipedia and set it right.
Pen game, yes.
Unbelievable.
But that's called the pen game, and you can get that from my website, he knows, and we've got a great deal on today.
Yes,
at my
he
website.
says same as the copper silver coin from Distorted Visions by Jack from the 1914, but still great, guys.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. It's certainly the question what was first, or it's not always about the first. It's I think it's the presentation.
Yes, the presentation. Well, the interesting thing here, if you're doing this yourself, is that the prediction is really what the strong thing here is.
Yeah, for the player, he already won very short. It's very close.
Quickly.
So that's already it's closer 3-2.
Yes,
and it's like the final 5th round where he finally wins.
Is it decided?
But it's a kind of on the edge where there's much more excitement about it than just following a prediction that is not even there.
Absolutely. Everyone that has money involved in their magic knows that the person you're doing it for, at some level, thinks, I'm never going to see that money. I'm never going to win. So the first 2 rounds they win this. Because when they win the first 2, they now think, I didn't think I was going to win this, but now I have 2 wins. We have 3 more rounds left. I only need 1 round. So then when the next one they lose, okay, that's fine. They still have 2 chances. Then the next one they lose, and they think, I see where this is going. I'm going to lose the last one as well. But they don't. They win the last one. And because they win that last one, that throws them into a confused state. It has a hockey stick effect with their emotions, because they really were not expecting that. It's completely unexpected. But you don't say to them, what's the best of 5? you allude to that. What you really say to them is, if I can't predict what will happen after 5 rounds, and you must stress that, because I did this once. I used to use £20 for this, and I did it with someone, and they said, no, you said the best of 5. And I said, I did not say that. And they went, you said that. So now I sometimes get them to repeat it. I'll say, okay, if I can't predict after 5 rounds what will happen, you get to keep the money. What did I just say? And have them repeat it back, and they'll say, best of 5. And you say, no, what I said is boom, boom, boom. And you say the same thing again. And then that solidifies it in their mind. There's no way that you're mistaken at that point.
Okay.
Otherwise, you might get to a situation where they just keep the money, and when you're at a gig, you can't be fighting over €10 to make a point.
Put a string on it.
Yeah.
And also, I'm thinking this could be a nice test to do it with the Boris Wilde trick for espionage point blank. That it's not all winning and all losing, but like doing it like this could be also very interesting. Yeah, something I will play around with. It's very cool.
Great. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Now, what we didn't announce yet, because that was in the German stream. First of all, you have a special website where you are presenting all your products, etc. And most of it are books.
Yes.
Some are all the books available as a PDF, or so they don't have to wait to get it shipped, or you also offer a kind of a combination of PDF and
it's PDF and physical books. So, for example, this is a limited edition book called It's Your Choice. That one, I think there's only 20 or so left. That one you can only get in a physical format. But this one is Certified Mentalism Special Edition. That one, you can get this as a book, as a PDF, or you can get both for an even better deal.
So that means you would be able to already instantly start reading it on your Kindle or whatever.
Yes, for sure.
And then when you get it, certainly it will be signed by you, I guess, when they ask for this.
I dispatch everything myself, so it's not drop shipping. So because of that, I sign everyone.
That's nice.
And like the limited editions, I self-number them as well. So
nice.
Nice personal touch.
And here's the thing: it would be on this page. It's heknows.co.uk, and just go there. The cool thing is that for this week, starting on the 16th of January up to the 23rd of January 23, Paul is giving away a 23% discount if you use the code CARCHARK.
It's 2023, so why not give away 23%?
Yeah, or anything between 20 and 23.
Saving that 3%, eh? So the other good thing is that even if you don't want to buy anything, I offer 7 free books on my website, and they're not just books. Some of them have printable props that you can use. Some of them are just ideas that you don't need to print. So just go and have a look at those free PDFs, because it doesn't cost you anything. You have to put your email in, but that's just so I can keep you up to date with general interesting things that I do.
I have seen that your website is having a lot of offers, different products, etc.
Yes.
Let's say we have covered the guys without a budget of 0. You have 7 free of charge books
and 23% off of the free.
Yes. No, but here's the thing. Let's say we have a guy with a budget of now with euros, and I don't even know how much pounds right now a euro is or dollars. Let's say he would like to spend up to £50.
50.
50, yes, 50. What would be your... And he has never bought anything from you yet.
Oh, interesting.
What would be a recommendation, a book to read where he should start learning stuff from you?
There is... This book, Certified Mentalism, has, I think, 20-something tricks in there. This is the special edition, which is £100 or £99, but the regular edition, which still has, I think, everything but 4 routines, still has lots and lots of routines, is £39.
Oh wow!
So
minus the 23%.
Minus the 23, so I don't know what that is. It's probably about £30, maybe.
Around £30. That's nice. Or what is $100 or so?
Yeah.
No, the other way around.
The other way. But
wait, the British is very, whatever. we know, we joked about all the inflation already, let's do it. Okay, so that would be a great start, the Certified Mentalism, either as a limited edition.
Or a PDF is even cheaper. I think the PDF
Yes, but either with the 21 routines,
yes,
completely as a limited edition, or
there's the standard.
A few routines less. You said that
yes,
there's the other one that is cheaper, and
there is 4 less, but in this one I just see how many they are. There are 22 in here. In the regular edition there's 18 stage and
nice
18 stage and close-up routines, all different premises, all different ideas. I would be shocked if someone read this and didn't take at least one item that they would use all the time. I would be really shocked.
Then let's say he would be so amazed about your first book that he just purchased. What would be his second best choice after that?
It's difficult.
I know. Everything is your child, and it's like pick the child that you prefer.
If you liked the pen game, then I would suggest the pen game. That is €15, 1.5.
That's nothing.
Yeah, as a PDF download, that one. So
nice.
Yeah. The Choose Me I showed earlier, that again is 15. That's that one anyone could do with just cards and a pen.
Yeah, what is really great, because it's using business cards, and certainly for every businessman it's a great opener. It's always there, feels very organic, and
if you're working for a company, you use their business cards and you're promoting their company as well, which is really important.
Yeah. Or you are working for a hotel, get some hotel keys and write it, and so on and so on. So you get the idea, because you just need some items that are identical.
That you can write on, yes.
And you write on one of them and let them win from there. If you are interested in the performance, you can certainly go back to the German live stream that we did 1.5 hours ago. So look for Card Shark Germany. The YouTube stream of today, there you will see the demonstration of the trick that is called the
Choose Me.
Choose Me. Awesome. Okay, so we have this offer out of this way, and but you have something else you brought with
I will show you something else, just because you asked.
Everything I saw so far was
so
really
nicely.
Was really nice. I really liked it.
Are you glad that I used this pen and not the Sharpie for
I have
This makes it really easy to do. Put this behind your back and turn it one way or the other. They always use the one that they're not holding the ink.
Certainly
all
not.
the time, unless they're crazy.
And then nothing is here, but everything is written on the back of the shirt.
I'm wearing my perfect white shirt and it's just covered in ink. So, Christian, how's your memory?
What?
Who are you?
Decent, yeah.
Decent, really?
Decent, yeah.
Everyone thinks that. I would like to try to change your memory.
Okay.
There's some interesting studies in memory where even deep memories that you have, they did a study with people who were in the towers when 9/11 happened and the towers fell down. You would think if you were in that tower, your memory would never change, ever. It would be the same, like it was chiseled in stone in your brain, right?
Yeah.
They've studied those people every year since 9/11, and every year all they say is, tell us what happened, and they listen. And then if you look from year 1 to year 2, the changes, hardly any. Year 2 to 3, hardly any. Any year next to each other, you can't see the change. But if you look at year 1 compared to year 10, big changes.
Really?
Yeah, because memory changes incrementally. Every time you access your memory of an event, you alter it ever so slightly, and you make some things more important. Things that maybe you added as an embellishment become bigger. Actual things can disappear. Your memory is a bit more fluid. Everyone's memory is a bit more fluid than...
Means also that there is not 100% the real thing that happened and you're adding stuff to it?
Yes, absolutely. It's quite scary when you think about it, but don't panic, dear viewers, and don't panic, Christian. What I would like to do is...
It's just good to know as an argument when I have a fight with my girlfriend.
Yeah,
it just changed my mind and I didn't want to.
When the judge says we've got eyewitness testimony and you say, but how good is their memory? I'm going to draw on my business card here a shape inside another shape. I've just made a mark, sorry. It's not rubbing it off. It doesn't matter. I've done a shape inside another shape. I'm going to get you to memorize these shapes. one inside of the other. But here's the thing. I will give you as long as it takes for you to fix these into your memory. Mm-hmm. But once you've memorized them, once you say, I have them, I'm going to get you to sign down here at the bottom. Once you've signed, you cannot look at them again until the end. Okay. That's your statement that you've had it. Because I don't want you afterwards saying, you only gave me 10 seconds to memorize it. It was too quick. I can't remember. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Take as long as you need.
Okay.
And then when you're happy, mm-hmm. and remember the shapes and which order they're in, when you're happy, sign down there. Mm-hmm. And blow on it. Yeah, and take the card. You can take it. I'll take the pen. There we go. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to speak to you now for a moment. I'm going to say some weird things. You may be confused. That's fine. By the way, guys, this. Don't look at the monitor. You've signed it. You said you would.
Oh, well, you want to show it.
This is yes. There we go. This is what Christian has signed. I forgot to say that. Okay, forgot to show the camera.
Okay.
I'm going to say some things. You may get confused. That's fine. That's normal. That's natural. Just try to keep these items correct in your mind that you've remembered.
Okay.
Do you ever have that feeling when you can't remember something? That remembering to forget. You know that kind of. You know when you watch a film and you say that's that person. The name of that person on the film. It's on the tip of your tongue. Tip of your tongue. That's right. Or if you're watching an old movie like a black and white movie, and you're watching a plane circling the Bermuda Triangle, and that plane's going round and round and round, and you just can't remember. You can't. What's the film called? What's that? It's I can't remember what it's called. But go back even further to when you learn to drive. You learn to drive a car and you learn the signs. You know, the invert that triangle enables you to give way, but the circles can really confuse you when you arrive at them. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, of course you do. And then you triangulate down to one final point. Boop, and there it is. You know it. That memory's in there still. It's there. You know what it is. So just tell me now. Don't worry about which one is in which. Just tell me which two shapes you have in mind. A
triangle and a circle.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Triangle and circle. You didn't think of a square at any point?
No.
Okay. It may not have worked. I do apologise. It doesn't always work with everyone. Did you just keep repeating them in your mind over and over?
No.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. That's... so which order? Which one was inside of the other?
The circle inside of the triangle.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not just saying this for me. You really think this?
Yeah.
The circle inside the triangle. I think we've got some success.
You confuse me.
Have a look. There's the triangle inside the circle.
The triangle inside the circle?
Yeah.
No, what? No,
yeah.
It looked different.
It's okay, I confused you, I understand.
Okay.
Can we get a nurse? Nurse!
Yeah.
There we go, that's mistress memory.
Okay.
That's altering someone's memory just enough that they actually believe that they have had their memories altered. And the nice thing is, if the people at home watching this, if you guys were Christian's friends and stood round here, I will have shown you all, and all of you right now would be going, no, that was wrong, you got it wrong, it was the other way round. Because they've seen it after the key moment has occurred. Yeah. I'm just seeing if there's any... I can't read what's being said. Here. Yes, I see. Yes, OTL for sure. Absolutely. So this is called Mistress Memory. I played around with this for quite some time. I used to change people's memory of the objects completely. And the problem is if you change it so drastically, people don't believe their mind can forget something so differently, and the first thing they do is they will grab for your cards. And even if you put them in the pocket, they say, where are those cards? Take those cards out.
Yeah, I think as soon as, let's say, a square would have shown up, there would have been way more suspicion. That would have been magic. This one is kind of mentalism screwing with your mind.
Even you weren't sure, and you know what's happened. Even you weren't sure.
Well, when I saw the sign, when I saw the sign, no, I knew it was these two, but I know that certainly the triangle was on the outside.
Yes, so it's one of those things where people become like, oh, I'm not sure. And the nice thing is, because you've signed, the signature in the out to lunch principle always bothered me. Why is the person signing it? It's just like people say, oh, just sign it. There's no reasoning behind it. But when you say to the person, sign it when you've had enough time to remember, it stops them from looking at this card. Because again, early in my invention of this, people would be holding the card,
also very
and then
nice.
we go like this.
The nice touch, if you can show one more time, is also the small little accident. That you added that adds a little bit more value to it, because now it has to be this card. What is funny, actually, if you have not done it, you could even do it down here where the signature would be.
Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't thought. Yeah, that's lovely.
Right, or you would have a line down. Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's
because that's definitely
one.
Yeah, but that's in a part where they've definitely had contact with the pen. Yeah, it's lovely. That's lovely. I'm always having accidents.
Oh, okay. But the accidents bring us forward, right?
In mentalism, little convincers. These small touches really help. Really help people to be convinced that is the same piece of paper. The thing is, regular people don't question that papers change into another type of paper. It's not normal thinking. Can I show you one more that really is nice? Oh, bent corner. Oh, that's nice.
This one. Now you would have a bent corner even the other way around, etc. And now it's not even... I mean, when you take this one out with the bend,
can they see?
Yes. So I just took it and bent it to one side. Let's do it like this, and now this corner would have a crease, and even if it tried to make it flat, etc., because you're drawing here, and then you pull it out, that the crease would still be there on on whatever.
Actually, I have a really nice subtlety that I'm going to share with everyone.
Yeah.
It's from a book of mine called Two in the Bush, but I call it the dog-eared switch. And it's a way that you can bring a prediction in full view, and if it's not needed, you get rid of it, and if it's needed, you can use it. So say if you're using an index, say like Kent and Nepper's off by one. So you use Colossal Killer.
Colossal Killer.
So if you're using that, you need sometimes to have a message. We can't give away the method, but sometimes you need to have a message. What
makes the trick even better than without?
Yes,
always,
but sometimes you hit it, and if you hit it, then the message you can't show. But so that you get into a situation where you can't handle. You have to handle the card, because if you give it to them, they can't read the message on the back, because if they might turn it over, right?
Tell me what now? Now, because I'm a big fan of Kent and Nepper.
So what you do is you take a business card, you bend the corner. Luckily enough, this one has already been bent by Christian. Thank you.
Sorry.
You're my beautiful assistant. So you bend the corner. I take this out before we start. I say, Christian, I'm going to show you something amazing to do with. If we use the Colossal Killer example, I'm going to show you something amazing using playing cards. Trust me, you're going to want this later. Now, this is my business card. So by saying you're going to want this later, that implies that you're going to want it because you're going to be so impressed with what I do that you want to hire me, right? So I say, you're going to want this later. Now we do Colossal Killer.
Oh, love it.
And if the message is needed, the message is here.
It's here and you want it.
And I say, I told you you'd want this later. And then you reveal the message. If it's not needed, and are you impressed? Yes. And I say, I told you you'd want this. Here, take it. And I say, it's got a ding in it. Let me get you a fresh one. And then I put this in and give you a fresh card. Because who would give out a credit? Who would give out a business card that's damaged? You don't give out damaged business cards. You give them out as the best example of yourself.
You want. Yeah, it should be.
So that is called the dog-eared switch. But it's a great way to bring in a prediction that is completely invisible unless you need it.
Very clever thinking.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. No, seriously.
Mark Elsden described that as my finest moment. So there you go, Mark Elsden. If you're watching this right now or in the future, I will put that on my gravestone.
I really love a lot about Mark Elsden's thinking as well.
Yes, he's a clever guy, very clever guy. Yeah. And a good drinking buddy. We've sat down and drank lots of beer together, and
oh my God,
wonderful.
I remember great evenings.
Too many.
It's time to come back to Blackpool. Yeah, I was missing this weekend the session. I would have been in London, but Yeah, it didn't work for me. I didn't want it. No, that's fine. No. It's okay.
You're saving yourself up for Blackpool. That's what it is.
Well, it makes more sense having a full convention, being in the dealer room, than just one day and traveling and all the expenses. Yeah, exactly. So that doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyhow, very cool effect. Is that explained where?
That is it. The dog-eared switch is explained.
No. Sorry.
The other one, Mistress Memory. There's two places you can find that. Mm-hmm. That is in a book called The Book of Lies, and that has, I think, about 30 different tricks in of mine, mentalism. If you want it on its own, the Mistress Memory, that is its own download, and you'll find it on the website as Mistress Memory. But it's part of a bigger book as well. So it's up to you. You can spend £15 minus the 23 on the offer to get just Mistress Memory, or you can get it as part of a bigger book, and then you get more tricks, which is always fun.
Sorry, I just had an idea.
I can feel it.
For a book title that I want to give you later.
Is it something to do with Brooke?
No. You will like it. You will like it. It's a nice wordplay, and if it ever being put out with that name, I would be happy to see it. I think
I will do it.
Yeah, I will show you later. I will tell you later. Not in the live stream. Yeah, sure. Just remind me later. That would be fun. Okay, so far so good. Any questions to Paul? Anything you want to know about a specific effect that you saw from him, where you would need to know where you wrote it down, or about a certain method that he should tip, where to look for, etc. That would be helpful. Anything else you want to share with us?
I might have another one, but the one I have is more of a psychological one. Doesn't always
great. No, it's always
doesn't always work. You want to see?
Sure.
Okay. I haven't set this up, so I do apologise.
Okay. Well, I will. Okay. You already recommended the Book of Lies last week, the pen game. Oh, okay.
Yes, nice. It's very good for that.
Oh, when you did the book review thing, right? Weren't these the books that you bought? Right? Yeah.
There it is. I have it here.
Nice.
Okay. Do you have a problem when you remember a password?
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too. So I write my passwords down, very secure. That's with me all the time. If you know.
That's not very clever, but
no. Oh.
Okay.
I didn't realise this. Oh shit. Okay. I'll change this. This will be the last time that I write down my password and carry it around everywhere. But it's okay. I followed the suggestion of what to do to have a password. You're supposed to think of two things randomly.
Okay.
And then a number. So they say like a number between like 0 and 50. But I wonder if I'm going to tell you the process of what I went through, and I wonder if you could guess my password. Let's see how secure my password is right now. Okay, so the first word, it was a vegetable. Do you have a vegetable in mind?
Yeah.
What is it?
A cucumber.
A cucumber, okay, interesting. Did you think of something else first and then change your mind?
Vegetable, is tomato a vegetable as well?
I think it's more of a salad. You're a salad man, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm not so familiar with vegetables. What else?
McDonald's.
No. It's just the English language.
Steak. Philo saying steak.
Okay, potatoes. Would that be a vegetable?
It could be a vegetable.
Zucchini. Come on, zucchini.
I'm just realising this may not be perfect. For
sorry.
an interlanguage thing. Anyone on the live chat, I wonder if you could pick up. No, so you say cucumber. We'll take your first answer. So cucumber. I would like you to. Okay, the second word that I thought of was a pet, a type of pet animal. Do you have one?
Yeah.
What are you thinking of?
A cat.
A cat. Okay. And the final piece is a 2-digit number. Both digits are odd, between 0 and 50. Both digits are odd, and they're not the same digit. So, for example. 19 would work, but 55 wouldn't. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, do you have a number in mind?
Yeah.
What is it?
37.
37. Yes. Okay, interesting. So, the experts say the easiest bits to crack are the words. They're the easiest ones because there's only so many words, but the numbers, they're more specific. And I think you've been able to crack my password on the hardest part. So my password is actually, I don't know if the guys can see, is carrot dog 37.
Oh, I would have said it would have been a cucumber cat 37. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but we're definitely,
as we can show here.
We're definitely part of the 37 group. So I'll explain this a bit more. So this is actually in
damn a carrot. I'm sorry.
But isn't that interesting? Like,
it didn't come to my mind. I'm so sorry.
Here's the interesting thing about this. Even when it doesn't, like this hasn't worked, you can laugh it off. If you're at a gig and someone says cucumber cat 37, now you can just, every time I look at you, I do something else for the group and I say, hey, cucumber cat 37, and I just talk to you like that's your name. I would just call you cucumber cat 37, blah, 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 blah. Yes, and you can have fun. But the reason why this normally works, you normally only get one thing that's off. So when you ask someone to think of a vegetable, in the English language anyway, most of the time, 80% plus, they're going to say carrot. It's a well-known, established psychological force.
Yeah, sure.
When you ask people to think of a pet, it's cat or dog, but people tend, I think there's a book out there by John Thompson called Naked Mentalism, and it's all about the statistics of what is said when asked a question. So it's a research-based paper in a book format, and dog slightly wins over cat. So you edge it by writing dog, and 37 is the 37 force, the well-established 37 force. Mm-hmm. So the whole premise is that you've got 3 psychological forces. The worst case scenario is nothing hits.
What then?
You just laugh. That's the great thing about mentalism. You say, see, it's a secure password. You didn't get it.
Okay.
So it matches in. If you just get one, we have a bit of fun. We got the 37. That's the hardest part to get. If the dog thing was there, you can have fun again. You know, you must be a dog fan. Well, there's things you can play around with it. But you will hit more often in the English language anyway. I don't know if this is the English stream, so it's okay. In the English language, you will most likely get 2 out of 3, and that's quite good. That gets it quite close, and that gets quite shocking for people. But I just like the idea of saying that I've written down my password. This is where it all started. I thought, wouldn't it be cool? I've written down my password. I keep forgetting it, and that's okay, isn't it? Like you said, no, this isn't very secure. And then if you're doing this at a gig, people go, no, that's not good. You go, okay, I won't do this again. This is not good. Okay, what? Why? Oh, if you lose your wallet, they know your password. Oh, I do use it for everything. Yeah. So should I use different passwords for different websites? Is that what you're saying? You just play into the character and you have fun with it. But yeah, that's a little one. It's just fun to do. It's interesting to do, and give it a go. You might find when you start doing this that when you say to someone, think of a vegetable, they always say tomato. When you say think of an animal, they always say cat, because the way that you speak and the way that you interact with people affects how they actually think, because we all act differently around different people. Just think about this. You act differently with your family than you do a policeman. If a policeman comes in, you will say different words, you will say things in a different way, you will slow down your speech, be very deliberate, because people have a different effect. People's roles have a different effect on our lives. So what you say when you perform this will dictate what people think of to some degree. Not always.
I was thinking if everything would be wrong, I would just... Actually, I cannot show you my passport.
That's great. That's perfect. Yeah, actually.
Man, damn, he got everything right, but I cannot show you the password like this. And maybe you even have now.
Actually, you're right. I shouldn't.
No, I don't have. It's not that one, and I don't have to change it because when I show it now, I have to change all my websites.
You got it wrong. Shit.
But that's really.
It's more about the fun. I like the premise of certain ways of interacting with people. With the pen game, the funnest bit about the pen game for me is when I say to people, do you know the pen game? And they go, no. Now instantly with the pen game, they want to know what the pen game is.
Sure.
Because they think I'm missing out on something. Have I missed something? It's like, have you ever watched Friends, the TV show?
Sure.
Yeah, imagine if I said, have you ever watched Friends? And you went, no. But you know that everyone else has spoke about Friends. You think, I'm missing out. But this is even more specific because I'm asking you something directly about the pen. It's the same, it's that kind of building intrigue. So I love the premise of just saying, I have my password written down there, and just watching people melt and thinking, what is he doing? Why do you have your password written down? Oh yeah, it's stupid that I write it down. I mean, I should remember it. I use it for all all of my passwords. So I should remember it. I don't know why I don't remember it, but I just don't. That overdrive, their mind is going in and like, you use this password for everything, and it's written down there, and you keep it in your wallet that is not attached to your body. It can be lost. It's just good fun.
That's very good.
Just good fun.
Well, you can still say, yeah, okay, they have your password, but not your login. Oh, my email address.
Oh yeah, no, my login.
Oh no, it's my email address on the other side. No, you're screwed.
I think you're going to have fun playing around with this. Yeah. I think.
Oh, okay.
Someone said I had Carrot Dog 17, 2 out of 3.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and if you'd written Carrot Dog, if you'd said Carrot Dog 17, I'd be like 1 digit off. 1 digit off the 3 to a 1. You could have had everything. You could have been in my Facebook, my Instagram, my bank account.
That's funny.
My locked vault in my Dropbox where I keep my naughty pictures of myself.
The ones
you did not want to see that, and you almost did. So be careful with this power that you have.
Now, some of these tricks were already really nice because they were, I would say, like good suited for business occasions.
Yes.
Like trade shows, but also for non-mentalists being able to perform or interact with their clients whatsoever. Yes. Is there a special book that is specialized just on that type of mentalism, etc., done with everyday objects for, let's say, a salesperson or something like this?
I have a bundle of I have a bundle on my website, heknows.co.uk, that is called something like Just Business Cards.
Nice.
And it's just tricks using business cards, because I think that and anything using a business card doesn't have to be a business card. It could just be you go to the shop and you buy some cards.
That's Fernando Figueras is always just having his business card on him and 2 Sharpie pens. That's it.
And away you go. Yes.
And that's his whole show. So he always laughs when they come up with big suitcases of magic stuff that the magician needs. I don't need.
Well, I'm going to give you a good tip right now. Is when someone asks you what you do, never say I'm a mentalist. Never say, that means nothing to anyone. Also, no one needs a mentalist.
Not even after the TV show?
No one needs it. No, honestly. But no one needs a mentalist. What they need is what mentalism provides. Entertainment, engagement, atmosphere. So that when someone says to me, what is it you do? I never say anything. I say, do you know what? It's quite difficult to answer that, but let me show you. And then I do a piece of mentalism with them. Because now they go, whoa! And I say, you see that feeling? I can attach that feeling to your product, to your event, whatever it is. Do you want all the people at your company party to feel that feeling? I can make that happen. That's what people want.
It's nice. A very good explanation. Yeah, like it. So the bundle was about business card magic.
I think it's just business card mentalism. I have quite a few things that only require business cards, just because, exactly like you said, if you give away one of these every time you do a trick, that's good business. But if you're working for a company, I say to them, hey, look, what I can do is you send me your logo and I'll put your logo on cards. That's very easy. If you go onto like a business card website, you just put their logo, just ask for a high resolution one, you drop it into the thing, and now you may get, 500 made for 15, 20 euro or something like that, £20.
But it makes you unique.
But you can upsell that. You can say to them, I'll have business cards printed, special cards printed with your logo on. It'll be 100 euro. So you can make a profit.
You don't do anything with playing cards, I know. You already told me, but I also do decks of cards for single occasions.
Perfect. So
with the logo of the company, etc. It makes a total change to the gig, certainly.
Yeah.
So
do you give them the business the playing cards?
And when a magician is booked for a specific gig, then his upsell is that he would be able to do magic with the branded deck of cards with the company's logo on the backs, and that makes the whole change. It's an upsell for him, and makes it unique than just I do magic for your people there.
Yes. Yeah. Another funny one for the people that watched the previous stream, the German stream. If you haven't watched that. We did a stream earlier in the German language, but it was 80-90% English. So if you only speak English, you will understand it easy. But I did a trick in there called Choose Me. One of the nice things that I do, if someone is at a company and they say, can you do something special? I'll say, who in the company can take a joke? And they'll say, oh, this guy, he's always joking. And let's say his name's Christian. Let's say it's you. It's Christian, he's joking, right? So now, instead of choose me, it becomes avoid Christian. So now I say, all you have to do, probably like you do every day at the office, is avoid Christian. And then you take it and I say, you try to avoid Christian, but turn it over. He always finds you. You know, so you have a nice thing, but you're using people that are in the company. So it's not just a choose a card, do a thing. It's an interesting thing that people relate to in the company. You know. And if there's more than one Christian, I'd put your full name in there. You know. Otherwise, they might think you're trying to avoid Christian Grace or someone, and we couldn't want that. Never.
Me, I can avoid it, sure. I can avoid it. Actually, when I look at the watch, at the clock, we already did 1 hour. Thank you so much. Yeah, time is flying. It's very nice having you here. You are leaving very, very soon. Someone already asked, please ask Paul to do a workshop here again.
Okay.
In our Card Shark College. For all the people from the English stream, we have our Card Shark College here nearby. That is a room for workshops, very intense one. And certainly it is for our German magicians from all around here. So it doesn't really make sense having people flying in from other countries. However, if you're in Netherlands or in Belgium, etc., you're certainly welcome to join for a workshop.
Sure. Very nice, yeah.
That would be really nice. It's only a 45-minute drive from Venlo, the Netherlands, over here, so it's not that far away.
Great.
Yeah. So, if you like, I would love to have you here in the Card Shark College again. And
let's do it.
There you go. You already have half the commitment, not the date yet, but at least the will.
Yes, yeah.
And first of all,
2062.
we can. First of all, we can hunt him down in Blackpool. Now you know his face. You know who he is.
I'm going to shave my beard off for Blackpool, I think.
We will get you. I'll put a mark on your back. And Philo will know as well. So we will see us again in Blackpool.
Yes.
It's only a month now.
Yes.
It's
come quickly this year.
Yeah, it's almost Christmas. So, guys, thank you for watching. It is, right? If you have not done yet, please. I know it is like what it is.
Just 352 days left or something.
It's quicker than you think. Tomorrow it would already be 1 day less. Did you start with presents?
I'm just leaving the tree up this year.
There you go.
The decorations.
Yeah, actually, our light is still flickering on the outside, so maybe as well. We are just pulling the plug and leave it. Yeah, and don't remove the lights. Actually, we did it for 1 year. I did not even notice that they were still hanging on the tree.
I've seen people do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So all my girlfriend did. Yeah, we just have to. What?
Great.
Okay.
Well, time saver.
It was. So that was really good.
Guys, if you've enjoyed this stream, please remember to subscribe, because there are 2 separate streams going on, the German one and the international one. And remember, if you want to be notified about the stream before it goes live, ring that bell so that you can be told whenever Christian.
Yes, and the last chance to say it. Heknows.co.uk is your website.
Yes,
and with the promo code CardShark, one word, no dash in between, you would get 23% off of everything
for 1 week.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
thank you so much for that great offer.
Oh, honestly, it's no problem. And remember to get the free things. There's the 7 free books on the website as well. You can add the discount code to that, but
you get 23 pages more.
Yeah, you get blank pages at the end, just as a punishment.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining us. And if you are not seeing it live, but in a recorded day in the next few days, make sure that you head over to your page, to his page ASAP, because the offer is only valid until the 23rd of January, British time. So if you're coming in from California, don't say we did not tell you. Be in time.
Those damn Californians.
It's 10 hours. It's 10 hours when they think it's still. You don't think we have these discussions during Black Friday, but it's still Friday.
Really?
Oh yeah. But you have to make a cutoff, right?
They're sending death threats to you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well.
Wow.
Yeah. Black Friday threats.
Is this why we're underground at the moment in the studio?
Do you think so? No,
yeah, we're 14 floors down in an elevator. They made me wear a bag. so that I didn't know where we were.
So, yeah, you don't even know the level exactly. Thank you guys for joining us. We sign off. See us in a week again. Next time without Paul. Thank you for joining me.
You're
here.
very welcome, Christian. Thanks for having me here.
Actually, it was such a beautiful day today to share with you.
It's been lovely.
So see you soon. Until then, stay safe.
Thanks, guys.
Bye bye.